Hello everyone, MUFS here to welcome you to the 127th episode of Starfield. In the last episode, around a month ago, I'm sorry again. In the last episode, we have become Starborn, and today we are gonna start our journey back again in Starfield. Let's do that. Let's take off and see our ship from outside in flying mode. It looks cool. It looks cool and all, but the ship is not that. So we are heading towards Alpha Centauri, towards Jemison, right? Come on. It's taking so much long.
Unregistered starship. We're detecting... Well, we're not detecting. That's an issue. What's powering that thing? You know what? Just hold still while we do the contraband check. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit to Jemison.
Sure. Let's go. Can we scan? Yeah, we can. We haven't scanned you yet. Not in this realm. Let's land. The way it lands, well, that is something, right? That is something different. And let's get out now. We get out from here. Woo! We discovered New Atlantis. Let's get down through the wing. Okay, what's he gonna say? Hey.
Whoa! Now that is a ship!
Yeah, it looks cool. Looks cool though. And the
I can
usual
assure you
things.
this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
Oh, well, of course, that's sure possible. We'll just...
Helena Chambers, ID SSCOM 1327 HCHA. I was the station administrator. I'll need to report to MAST ASAP for a full debrief. My treatment thus far has been entirely unacceptable.
Any authority you had was forfeit the moment House Varun zealots breached the station's perimeter, and you failed to initiate proper evacuation protocols. Thank you for your service. We'll find you a new position commensurate with your experience. And Mr. Bosch, let me just say how honored I am to meet you. By all accounts, you're the only reason anyone made it out of there alive.
Well, just glad I still remember my flight basics. It had been a while. So was shooting a gun.
I read all about New Atlantis. So cool! Is it true the Nat train goes 5,000 miles an hour? Or that citizens get special discounts? Or that the whole city celebrates when it's your birthday? Mine's June 11th, by the way. My parents took me to Aquila City last year, and it kinda smelled. But I don't smell anything here.
From Aquila?
No, yes, no, and I will certainly mark June 11th on my calendar. As for Aquila City, well, the air purifiers here in New Atlantis are state-of-the-art.
Ugh, Aquila City? Oh, don't even get me started on those simpletons.
Little unfair, don't you think? Freestar Rangers helped me out quite a bit a couple years back. Got ambushed by spacers near Narion. They assisted, no questions asked. Even helped with some repairs so I could do an emergency jump home. Good people.
In any event, you all must be exhausted. Just give me a moment to coordinate some details with security. I am really in the middle of something.
Yeah, I'm not asking you anything.
Not
Carry on.
now.
I didn't say anything to you as well. I
Wish
couldn't
that
give it a
bartender at
damn
Viewpoint would stop complaining
about
to
these
security.
missions anymore.
I don't know what
So,
she lost.
we are gonna-
She won't
As you
get it
enter
back
the
by
city,
annoying us.
please keep moving. Okay, no bounty. You're clear.
We are gonna do a lot of less missions in this run. We are gonna do the main mission, obviously. We are gonna go through everything of the main mission. Let's discover this part. Come on. Thank you. Let's go to Mass District. So as you know,
Another day?
as I said, we are gonna go with the main mission, obviously, that we will have to go. We are gonna go the United Colonies mission, that is of Terror Morph, Freestar Collective mission, that is of Hope Tech, that mission. House Baroon mission, come on. House Baroon mission, that is in Dazra. We'll do Sarah's mission, Sam's mission, Andrea's mission, Barrett's mission, and we are gonna do Region mission and Crimson Fleet mission, that too. Last but not least, that would be Crimson Fleet mission. But there's one other mission that I'm gonna do, and that is to grab the ship. So here's the lodge. Let's go inside and see what's up. In the previous time, was the name of that robot. He was with us, and we could hear people talking. Let me try to hear. Nothing. They're not talking. They're not talking about me or anything. Let's get inside. Sarah! Yeah, Vasco.
Excuse me, this is a private... Wait. There's something familiar about you. Vasco, identify.
Scanning. Cross-referencing known employee records of our affiliated organizations. Please remain still. This appears to be the miner from Argos Extractors.
Yep.
Lost as we were carrying the artifact from Vectera. Current whereabouts, previously unknown.
I see. Vasco already delivered the artifact. So, why are you showing up now?
Holy moly. Why should I skip main quest? I want to join Constellation, unravel this mystery with you.
Interesting.
You want this rock breaker in our organization? After getting lost the first time?
Walter,
But he still showed up, didn't he? Isn't persistence a signature trait for an explorer?
We're at the beginning of a very important discovery here. What you found on Vectera, the artifact, there's more. And they're creating something we don't understand yet. If you're serious about wanting to be a part of this, then you have to know that we are diving headfirst into the unknown. There could be considerable risks.
You really don't know anything about the artifacts?
We probably know as much as you do at this point. As you can see, they're forming something now that we have multiple pieces. What it is, we'll have to find out together.
Well, I know a lot of it. I ain't gonna say some to you. I'm ready. Let's find out what these artifacts are.
Good. We'll set you up with a room. Take some time to meet everyone. Then, when you're ready, you and I will be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet.
Okay, first things first. Take the constellation guide. And
I hope Barrett makes it back to us.
yeah.
I know he gets into trouble all the time, and everyone just sort of accepts he'll
Barrett
be fine,
is
but
attacked
still.
and he's abducted.
Stolen any? Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
If that was an apology, you can do better, Walter.
I am sorry I besmirched your chosen profession and made assumptions about your character. My frustrations lie more with Barrett, not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we?
That's the Walter I
Walter
know.
Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
Maybe I will. We'll see. Okay, we all know, but still we are gonna ask. What kind of company is Stroud Eklund?
We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days.
Do you think the vision I had means anything?
Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
You mean, have I seen something like this before?
This? Or anything else? You'll have to forgive me. I don't know you as well as the others here. If you weren't so new to the group, I might already know the answer.
I haven't hit my head recently, if that's what you are asking.
Not exactly, no. But I suppose it doesn't matter. You saw something. Barrett saw something. That's an unlikely coincidence. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
What's your role in the constellation? The wallet?
Me? Why, I'm the wallet.
Yeah.
Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
This isn't where I'd expect to find a CEO.
Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the Lodge home, as much as anywhere else.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bet you never expected to end up involved in something like this. Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else.
Thank
You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
Good thing you've got me around, Ms. Morgan.
What
Who
brought
knows how
you
you'd get
to
by on your
Constellation?
own?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk,
right?
we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation.
What do you make of the vision I saw?
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but, you know, if the label fits.
You think this was a religious experience?
Not necessarily, no, but it does kind of have the hallmarks of one, doesn't it? I'm certainly not going to rule it out just yet.
None of it is true. I know what it meant. If it meant something, I didn't understand it.
Okay, that's all right. Maybe you weren't supposed to. Maybe it'll make sense later. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
These artifacts all came out of caves?
Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
Okay. Thank you, Matthew.
Take care of yourself.
Well, I suppose that station in orbit has more than paid.
So, the reason I ran over here, I am gonna ask them the same questions and go through them because many of you might be new to this game and you might want to see what they talk about, what they say. So I'm gonna clear them out for you, okay? And for the rest of you, let's enjoy.
My darling Issa has concluded that it is in both of our best interests if I can spend my time working from the Lodge as often as possible.
Wow. All right. Whatever works for the two of you, I guess. I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects.
Noel.
That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you.
Thank you.
And thank you for bringing the artifact to
The
us.
pleasure was mine. How long have you been working on all this?
Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this.
The vision I saw, what do you think that was?
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something, an energy surge, some other phenomenon.
Barrett saw something too?
He did. At the time, well, it's Barrett. We weren't sure if he was kidding around. Clearly, he wasn't.
This wasn't random synapses firing. It means something.
Sure, I'm not trying to suggest otherwise. I wasn't there when it happened. I'm just thinking it through. It's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right?
You seem to know a lot about these artifacts.
Oh, gosh. No, I mean, that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us.
I was wondering about other types of exploration work besides the artifact.
Of course, there's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet.
Let me know how I can help you learn more.
Well, right now nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition, I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're gonna be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
How would organic resources help with learning about the artifacts?
I can't be certain that they will, but more data points are always a good thing. I don't want to rule out anything that could provide a breakthrough. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep.
Sarah said something about a place for me to stay.
Planning on sticking around then?
Yep.
Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour.
Please do.
Right. So you've seen the library, obviously.
Yeah?
Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs.
Sure.
Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
This is Sebastian Bank. No, Walter's room. This is Sarah's room. No, this is Sarah's room, I believe. The other one was hallway. This is the bar.
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself, within reason, of course.
Sure.
Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
love the way it reveals. Slow at first, but running when it's in peak. That's my room.
Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy!
Sure, thank you.
It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full time.
So, this is our room, as you all know. And our storage is empty. We don't have anything over here. This is the storeroom. And this is the conference room. This is Andrew's room, if I remember. And this must be another study room or something. Looks like it is Barrett's room. This is Noel's room. We are not gonna take any of these. We can take them and sell them back to Noel, but we won't. This is Matthew's room. This is the washroom. This is Sarah's room. You can find a journal from the thing, Aja Mamasa's diary. So that's something, and this is Walter's room. What I'm looking for is this one, Sebastian Banks' speech, report on Constellation, and a few gray sticks here and there. He won't mind, I know for that. I know for sure. Let's go back to, and this is the door to the roof. So let's go back to Sarah. Okay, Vasco, let's talk. Come on.
Captain, now that you are a member of Constellation, I am at your service. No additional protocols necessary. Also, given the likelihood that you will be out in unsettled space, it might be beneficial to go over exploration outpost development, in case you ever need to build a base for field research.
We'll see. How long have you been a part of Constellation?
I arrived along with many material goods purchased by the group's previous chair, Malcolm Livingstone. Despite several significant system replacements and upgrades, I have been online for 43 years.
Do you miss Barrett?
My primary function has been to support and protect Barrett during his travels. I am currently unable to do so. That is as capable as I can be of missing anyone. I believe Barrett would find your question amusing.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad you take your job seriously.
My methods of achieving my primary goals are dictated solely by my programming, and are not subject to the same whims as humans. Even if I wished it, I could not approach it any other way. Also, I am incapable of wishing.
Outpost development, what do you mean?
The exploration of an unknown planet can be a major undertaking. By building an outpost, you will be able to construct scanning equipment, resource extractors, and defenses. It is even possible to set up multiple outposts capable of manufacturing, allowing you to build advanced equipment.
How do I know if a planet has the resources I need?
A planetary scan will reveal the presence of key inorganic resources, although rarer elements will be harder to find without training. And while a scan may detect the presence of life on a planet, you will have to analyze the native plants and animals yourself to know what compounds they produce.
What kind of advanced structures could I build?
The scan booster is the most obvious, as it will enable you to detect landmarks and other points of interest from further away. Beyond that, extractors will allow you to collect raw materials of various types, while fabricators enable the manufacturing. A particularly prosperous outpost may even warrant the construction of cargo links, allowing you to share resources between other outposts you have built.
Sounds useful. I'll try it next time I touch down on the planet.
The blueprints you need to construct an outpost should already be on your watch. It will automatically connect to any available materials for construction in your ship's cargo.
I could use you on my crew, Vasco.
Captain, I will proceed to my assigned post.
Yeah, let's put Vasco on my ship. Sarah, my
You've
friend.
got something for me?
Yeah.
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
What do you know about the artifacts?
Not much, but you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do.
How well known is Constellation?
I don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing.
Yep.
I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways.
What is Constellation? What do you do?
We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems dedicated to the biggest question of all.
What's out there?
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Okay, I'm ready.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
Okay. Other people have artifacts?
We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together.
The UC Vanguard?
A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to.
Good. A chance to learn more about the United Colonies.
Jumping to anthropology on me already? Oh, well, good. We all need our own reasons to be out there. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this, We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
What do I get out of this anyway? Constellation have a salary?
You mean besides the ship, the robot, and a place to stay all rent-free?
The ship is all mine this time.
We do have some funds we can disperse from time to time. Not to mention, I think we can get you a proper suit. We're explorers. We keep a lot of equipment on hand for that purpose. So the more you work with us, the more we can share what we have.
Got it. You and me until we get that artifact.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
What do you mean? You don't care if I steal as long as I don't get caught?
I mean, Constellation has a roster of members who haven't always been on the right side of their respective society. We're risk takers. Some of us have seen the inside of a jail cell more than once. If you join us, it means you're committed to our mission. In exchange, we give you latitude in your choice of means.
Sounds reckless. An organization should have rules.
Those are the rules. Advance humanity's knowledge to the best of your ability. As long as you do that, I'm not here to judge you. Now, let's you and I get over to Mast.
Let's do that. This
We
time
appear
around...
to have suffered fewer casualties than would be expected.
Okay. This time around I'm gonna go a bit different than before. We have already discussed about it in the previous episode. And that is how we
You
are
see
gonna
that
go.
scientist out in front of Mast, staring at trees, sounds upset? Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
Right. I'm not gonna do these things right now. On this run at least. This run will be as dry as it can be. And there are people taking oaths. Yep.
Protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities, and to uphold the values of the Vanguard, honor, loyalty, self-reliance in all your actions as members of the United Colonies Navy.
I do.
Then I'm proud to welcome you to the Vanguard.
The show's over. Let's meet Tuala. Hey, Tuala! How are you?
Sarah, good to see you. Who's your friend?
Hopefully Constellation's newest member. Thought I'd run through some legwork together.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
Yeah, I do. What's the Vanguard?
United Colonies volunteer fleet. Independent captains enlist, get to use their own ships, and the UC provides them with sustained work and credits. And put in your time, and you're guaranteed UC citizenship and everything that comes with it. Discounts on UC goods and medical services, chance to own a place in New Atlantis. Only way a foreign captain could even dream of seeing those sorts of benefits. So, you want in?
Maybe later. We have Constellation business to discuss first.
All right. Can't blame me for trying, right? I mean, I still haven't given up on getting Sarah to re-enlist.
It's a game we play. He asks, I say no.
Here's what I got for you two. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system? Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
Wait, what's wrong with the Sol system?
You kidding? Lowest posting request rate in the whole fleet. Only thing there the UC cares about is Mars. And no one wants to go to Mars. They want to get off Mars.
Who's this Moara?
Oh, he goes way back. Think he was recruit number 81 or something.
A scientific discovery being used as an ornament. That's the indignity.
Hey, Vanguards risk their lives every day to keep people safe. So what if he doesn't understand whatever this fancy thing of yours is?
Easy there, John. We all have our sore points. Everyone agrees we need to talk to your Vanguard about what he found. Let's leave it at that.
All right, I'll let it slide. No good for the recruiting office to be seen arguing with the civs anyway. Sol system has a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
Did Moira say where he found this ornament of his?
You'll have to ask him, but Vanguard volunteers have retrieval rights if they get into a scrap. Wouldn't be surprised if he found it off of a pirate or something like that.
Anything you can tell me about Sidonia?
Yeah, bring a coloring book. You get so used to seeing red, you'll forget what blues and greens look like.
We're off to Sidonia then.
I'm serious about that recruitment offer, by the way. You just come talk to me when you're ready. UC is a good friend to have.
I'm sure I will. Later on. Sarah, let's head downstairs. Let's go to the next station. We are gonna board the train. She's down, but I'm not gonna talk to her this time. Let's go to the spaceport. All these things I'm doing today happened in the second episode of the series. In the first run.
I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yep.
I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
I have no clue.
The scan is perfectly safe.
And there's another thing
Security
going on.
scanners, chemical sniffers. The United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances.
Diplomatic visas since the colony war.
Sorry, buddy,
The law
I
is
cannot
the
help
law,
you this
sir.
time.
And that one's still on.
Sarah, welcome to my ship. How does it look?
Lift off when you are, Captain.
Yeah, you aren't surprised to see the ship like this? Come on, Sarah. I thought you would do a talk to representative. No, I'm not gonna do those missions this time. I thought Sarah would at least be amazed with the ship. This is one cool looking ship though, isn't it? Let's go to Sol. It takes some time.
Unidentified ship. We're going to attempt to scan you for contraband. Please comply. Pretty place?
Okay.
You're cleared to land. Enjoy your stay at Sidonia.
Just because you said pretty please, I'm gonna comply. Mars Mech Factory fracking station. Not this time. Let's land. Let's exit the ship.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am...
Sure, Vasco. No worries. Who's running inside?
leeches in the engine, leeches on the hull, multiple leeches in the
Why
grab drive.
are you guys running?
Explain the brownout.
Been looking for you. Let's talk. Hey.
You are the Tracker Alliance. No, not now. Or maybe
Building
later
Sidonia
on.
completely underground was a clever
Maybe
way of
later
keeping
on,
the city
but
shielded from the harsh
yeah, I can
Martian
add you in the
landscape.
list. I can add that one as in Tracker Alliance in my list.
Can't wait to get shipped off to another base.
Sorry. What do you
Ever
mean
been
there's
to
no
Aquila?
work?
No security.
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've
Broken Spear.
Okay, hello.
Hello. Sarah! Come over here.
Been
Hello?
serving drinks here for over 40 years. Few places can offer that kind of stability. Got cold beers and good atmosphere. Not much more you could ask for.
What's good to drink around here?
Everything. I make it a point not to sell crap. We got beer, wine, and spirits. We don't do too many fancy mixed drinks, at least not the kind you get in Neon or New Atlantis. It's my belief that the only booze worth drinking doesn't need to be mixed with something else to taste good.
Any local rumors?
Plenty. But if I went blabbing them to any rando that walks into my bar, no one would ever tell me anything around here.
Touché.
You don't do this job for 45 years by losing your customers' trust.
You're right. I meant no offense.
See? That's what I'm talking about. You give respect, you get respect. I'm glad you understand.
I'm looking for a vanguard named Moira.
He ain't been around. Went off on patrol, hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea.
Wait, the Blackest Sea?
You got another word for it?
He means outer space.
Ma'am.
Space isn't kind to the lost. He is in trouble or worse.
Sounds about right, yeah. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
Let's persuade, or should I go with Starborn? Let's be Starborn. You barely know where he went. Now stop wasting our time.
What?
Good bluff.
Yeah, fine, I'll talk. Last time he was here, Moira kept yelling about the Lady of Love, singing songs, all that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Forget it. Let's get out of here. Maybe it's not
Let's
too late
go.
to catch a ride
Pardon?
back. Yes? What? So we'd struck oil, but it turns out it was just...
I thought it was just a couple of nests.
You can't keep avoiding me.
I can. Watch me. Come on.
crew position.
Okay, now we are heading towards Venus. Come on. Everything but that. Oh yeah, finally Venus. Okay, talk to Sarah.
Hello, what do we have here? See that cluster of ships? Varun Zealots. You ever run into one?
Yep.
Completely devoted to a deity they call the Great Serpent, the devourer of the unbelievers. I'll let you guess what happens if they spot us.
Do you see Vanguard Moara's ship anywhere?
No other ship readings in the area. And I doubt they'd be so calm if a Vanguard had flown by recently.
Why are Varun Zealots out here near Venus?
No idea. They appear and attack people seemingly at random. House Varun technically has diplomatic ties to the other factions, but the Zealots are outside of their control. Or so they say.
I doubt they know where our Vanguard is.
No, but I think I see something else that might. There's a UC satellite beacon hovering distressingly close to those Varun ships. If we can get close enough to it, we could download its logs and figure out where our Vanguard was heading to next.
So we need to get to that beacon without being attacked.
Exactly. Minimal ship power. Go slow. We grab the data on that satellite and jump away.
One or two bars in the engine. Okay. Let's do that. Let's try to do that.
Oh, great serpent, bless this communion that we may walk in Janan Varun's footsteps. That he jumped from the soul system out into the beyond and touched your magnificence. That he learned the truth of the shrouding, the coming eternal embrace. That you will reward the promised and cast the accursed into shadow.
Let's see. I can take them out. I know I can take them out. Come on. It's very painful.
Face your suffering!
take you out. Come on. Come on. Guys thought you could take me? That was a bad choice, man. Okay, now that... Woo! Wait. I like the way it goes. Wait. Let's do that again. Afterwards. No worries. Just activate.
This is Echo Moira. To all UC affiliated ships, I'm heading to the Nova Galactic Star Yard orbiting Earth's moon. Yeah, I know. The whole place is decommissioned. But I need parts for emergency repairs. Hopefully it hasn't been picked clean yet.
Oh, that's not good. Earth and everything around it was abandoned a long time ago. And the old star yards are crawling with spacers and other scavengers. Come on, talk to me. Okay, we'll go over there, but let me do one thing. Let me power up and that is how they were disappearing when I was fighting them, right? Let's watch it again. Nice, man, nice. Okay, enough of that. Let's head towards Luna. Okay, we are...
There it is. Nova Galactic Star Yard. Still orbiting Earth's moon. This is where the first interstellar ships were made. People still use their modules, even though their star yard hasn't been running in forever.
What happened to Earth anyway? Why did we leave it?
It's all ancient history now, but the Earth lost its atmosphere. It started sputtering out into space. Humanity had about 50 years to evacuate the planet. That's kind of how the United Colonies government started. Managing the exodus. Earth is more or less a dust ball now. You can occasionally find a few remnants of the world we left behind on the surface, but not much.
Forget about finding the artifact. I want to walk on the moon.
Well, if you want to take a little detour, I admit I wouldn't say no. Just remember, we need to find Vanguard Moara and that artifact when we're done.
Most star stations and ships can be docked with, allowing you to board them. You will need to select the ship in your HUD and then fly close enough to it so that the dock prompts appear. Okay, sure. I know the drill. But I am not gonna do that. We don't have much time. Let's end the episode over here. So that's it for this episode. If you're not a sub, please consider subscribing because that is my feel. And while you subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. If you liked the video, don't forget to press the thumbs up button. But if you did not, in that case, you can press the thumbs down button. But I'll highly urge you not to do that. I hope to see you guys in the next episode where we continue our journey with that star station over Luna, over our moon. I really hope to see you guys there in the second run that we are going through. Till then, stay safe, take care, and bye-bye. MUFS signing off.